Welcome back to Gavin Masters Raid. It is time for some more live arena. They're actually making us do it again, or coming up with another incentive. So now to get that track to Mr. Horsey, whatever his name is, Marius the Gallant, Galloping Gallant. So let's go to live arena. I didn't even use all my tokens from yesterday, so I've got some saved over for today as well. One of you asked at some point, how come I use Pythion so often? Why not Duchess? And to that I say, that's a good question. Maybe I should use her more. So what I'll do is I'm going to start with the opening two that I like to start with. They just give me a good framework for my my ally attacking team. It's kind of even a decent response to Warlord. You know I hate Warlord, and they've taken Pythion, so you know what? This is the perfect opportunity. I'm going to go with Duchess. And I could go with Rhodos now. I half expect if I go with Rhodos immediately, though, they're probably just going to counter with Ultimate Death Knight. But I think I'm fine with that plan. I'm going to take him anyway. So my last choice is, of course, going to be Phenax. Gotta remember, I could also go with Foley. I have built him out. I still haven't fully built out the White King. The White Queen I haven't even summoned from Fragments yet. I'm going to do that as soon as the Champion Chase tournament drops. And Champion Training will still be running concurrently, so that's when I'm going to build them out. I should probably pick somebody to eliminate, huh? Maybe I'll eliminate Arbeus. Or maybe I'll eliminate Sun Wukong. I don't know. I've made my choice. So, I'll go with the Speed Aura from Uko. And I guess the top priority target is going to be that Candrafon. Because if I don't hit him right away, he's probably going to hide behind a veil. At which point, he's going to be too difficult to get at. And then he might just kill us all. But I don't know. Duchess is a good counter. Because she's the right affinity to defend against him. So we'll do the ally attack. And am I more scared of Arbeus or am I more scared of Candrafon? I just don't know. Pick somebody. Pick someone, Gavin. I picked wrong. Well, we'll get behind the veil. This is the upside to picking Duchess. Because it means I get to hide my guy, he gets to hide his guy. I mean, supposing I hadn't quite managed to kill Candrafon, he'd be the one behind the veil. Mind you, he can put himself behind a veil anyway. Which is exactly what he's going to do. So let's... I could try to target her with the A1. I'm going to hit her with this one, see if it does enough damage to just drop her. If the game feels like doing that today. There we go. I know it's not the block revive, but I didn't think that it'd have enough damage to quite take her down. I just wanted to make sure we've got them on the ropes rather than me. I'm really hoping I'm not timing this poorly. But I'm going to remove those buffs. Crap, I did time it poorly. Well, let's see if we can strip some of those buffs. We absolutely can't. They are a resistant team. that Duchess is going to be very hard for them to kill, which is maybe good news for me and maybe not, because I don't want to be here all day. No, I'll just go for the A1. So we'll get him back up. He is invincible for a short time. So I can get some buffs up. Maybe I'll just go for the area of effect. All the while I'm lowering his defenses. Gonna be here a while though. Oh, no, 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 we're not. No, we're not. I mean, kill him out of spite. We've probably still lost. I'm just gonna resign. Alright, let's get back in there. I got my satisfaction. I got that Canderfon. I think my mistake is not taking him out first. That fight would have gone very different had I done it that way. Let me just go get my time machine. I'll get on that. So it looks like we got some time to kill. It's been a while since I've done the best start guide. I'm still running the account, but there's not really anything new to do on it. At this point, I have enough food to make an X6 star, but I haven't really decided who to do that with. By the time I do decide, who knows, maybe I can make 2. I want to do Foley, because Foley's awesome. And that way I could have Foley as my main nuker on my starting account. So that's what's up with that account. There's your update, just in case you were curious, which I'm sure you were not. But that's the nature of the getting to the middle. It's not even the mid game. It's like the early mid game, but it's not quite the beginning early game anymore. It gets a lot less interesting after that first month. It's really too bad. There need to be better ways of getting chickens in that mid game portion. Otherwise, that's where Raid's going to lose the vast majority of new players. So Plarium, if you're listening, good God, add more chickens and books while you're at it. And you know, while you're at it, oh man, I can make a whole video about the stuff, the stuff I want Raid to add. Do we go with Pythion or do I want to try the Duchess paradigm? We'll go with Duchess. We'll go with Duchess. We'll go with Rhodos. I'm going to go with Duchess a lot today instead of Pythion. Duchess doesn't have that cleanse, but she does still have the damage reduction. She does still have the block debuffs. And she has those veils. Those are nice. So I'm going to go with Fenax. And really, I think it's got to be one of these two. just to avoid getting slapped about too much. Maybe I'll get rid of... Might even want to get rid of Yakarl, because he probably hits hard too. But this guy is the most advanced. I'm just looking at this. He's got 4 stars in him. It's probably the most responsible thing to do is to get rid of him. I'm losing my Duchess. That's fine. I can function perfectly well without her. I'm going to go for the speed. Okay, so we have enough people active that I can come in and get rid of Yakarl. He's been deleted. My mouse feels a bit sluggish. I'm wondering if I have to replace the battery in this. It's weird because the left to right is fine, and then it's like the up, down is not working right. It's very strange. Anyway, that's kind of a me problem. That's not a problem for you guys. I don't even know if you noticed if I hadn't brought attention to it. I might even just go full auto at this point. I mean, what are they going to do? This is normally where a player would resign. This is where I'd resign if I were them. But anyway, good game. So we got 55 of these. I'm just going to quit back out just to see how I do in the mission. Wow, that's actually very fast. There are probably missions where you need to collect like 2,000 and it'll take a bit longer, but I could basically get this shit done in 2 fights. As long as I win them. Which is actually a tall order. Anyway, back in. So Sanju gets to pick. You gonna pick Sun Wukong? Oh, no you're not. Okay, I'm gonna take Sun Wukong. And I'm gonna take... I said this last time. I really wanted to put Polymorph on Sun Wukong. I can't believe I haven't. I think at this point it would probably be the better blessing for him. Just because with his accuracy at 500 plus, and with 4 stars, there's a likelihood that you're going to sheep somebody. Not that he even needs it. He already has sheep in his kit. But, I mean, protecting the buffs that he steals, I'm often opening with his Wonder Stick anyway. So I'm seeing 2 revivers. That tells me I probably want... to go for some revive blockers. So I'm going to go for at least Fenax now. And then I may just eliminate the Duchess to keep it simple. But we take Rhodos. I'll eliminate the Duchess. So this way, if I lose Fenax, it's not so bad. And of course, Rhodos can build up to block revive as well. It's one of the many cool things about Rhodos. And anyway, because I picked Sun Wukong, he just got banned. It's one of the things I like about picking Sun Wukong. He's so good, he's like instantly bannable. I'm really looking forward to getting to use White King Narses though. I absolutely dread facing him in the arena. He is a proper busted champion, like Taras. Proper counter to Taras. Youch, man. Stole my stone skin. So I'm going to go for the ally attack. I forget what this guy even does. So you know what? I think I probably need to take him out first. Then... Ooh, yuck. Let's see if I can take out the shape. Nope, down he goes. You gotta love that. Fenax's A1 just completely murders a sheeped opponent. When I get Armands, I want to try to speed tune them so that Armands goes directly ahead of him. I could do the same with Sun Wukong. Would be a pretty powerful combo. Let's try to crowd control them while I buy myself time to get my friends back up. Then we'll sleep her. Not that it matters because I'm hitting everybody with the AoE. And game. So good game, Sanju. I'm actually going to quit out just for a moment. I'm going to collect this. I haven't thought to look ahead. Oh, there's actually more stuff that I can use for live arena. The next thing is Iron Twins, which I think I've already done today. And it's not a Spirit Day anyway, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but it would have been bad planning otherwise. So we'll go back to live arena. Just do some more. That's all I'm here to do today. Don't have anything else on my agenda. I apologize. I haven't thought ahead to bring some sort of a topic to talk about for the lulls. And you always have these lulls where there's nothing going on. I guess that's my one criticism about the game. It would be nice. I mean, part of what I'm thinking is it would be nice to be able to have champions that you got on reserve. Oh, and you know what? I keep forgetting about the Sun Wukong thing. I gotta get on top of that that polymorph. I will remember at the end of this fight. I promise. I promise. And if I break that promise by the end of this, you have permission. If I forget by the end of this fight, again, you have permission to just leave a rude comment. You just leave like the rudest comment possible. You can be like, Gavin, you are ugly and stupid and terrible, and I hope you die. And this will be the one time where I'm like, yep, yeah, I told people to say that. So it's cool. That's right. I already told you to say it. Yep, I want him. They've already got Duchess, so maybe I'll just go for Rhodos again. Rhodos is a very good counter to Leorius, the Glorious. Is Leorius even here in my list? I feel like I should bring him more. He is a really good champion. So we'll just go for my boy Fenax. And not sure who I want to try to stop. I mean, maybe I want to stop him. He is likely enough to trigger a polymorph, though. Maybe I should just stop one of the nukers. So maybe I'll stop Foley and just deal with Leorius. Leorius is a bit of a problem too, but I think Rhodos can, I think he can deal. So I'll take the Speed Aura. Of course, they do have to worry about Ramen 2 stripping us. This is going to come down to the RNG. We might lose very quickly. And he might lose very quickly. So no more Ramen 2. Do have to worry about Leorius killing everyone though. That's not a good sign. Do I try to get him back up now? Do I try to do this now? I think I'm going to try this. I got gimped. I got gimped. Oh, this is no good. Here, let's try this. Everything went wrong. So I think Leorius is probably going to come in with his other area of effect, and we're just all going to die. I think that's it. Good game. So a good game, Lex. I'm not going to forget. So, you know, those of you who are getting ready to hurl some abuse at me, sorry, I remembered. I incentivized with that negative reinforcement. So here, I'm going to come down to this. I'm going to change the blessing, and I'm going to change it to polymorph, because you know what? You know what, everybody? If you can't beat him, you join him. Although, like, I'm looking at this now, and I'm wondering, Soul Reap. We could get... I guess it's just an 8% HP threshold. So it's a little bit better, just in case I miss them by that 8%. But the thing is, I'm also okay with just sheeping them if I miss, which is why I'd say that just go for the next chance to just sheep them some more. So let's get into it. Now, if I get the first pick, I'm going to put Sun Wukong in the first slot. So he's the first one that gets targeted. And I have that extra chance to sheep. It won't be this time. That's okay. You can't get first pick all the time. So we're dealing with lots of revivers. That means I'm going to want lots of block revives. So I could go with Duchess. Or I could go with Pythion. But like I said, I'm okay going with Duchess because of the suggestion. She's a good champion. She might be the one that gets banned anyway. And we'll go with Phenax again. There's a lot of hate here. I'm wondering if I just want to get rid of Leorius this time. He completely murdered us last time. I don't know, guys. I'll get rid of Hefrak. He's got a couple more blessings on him. That seems to be the way to go. So we'll take the speed, even though I'm going to get outsped. It does make Hefrak kind of a time bomb for me to have to worry about. No, it doesn't. I eliminated Hefrak. I don't know what I was thinking. That's why I eliminated Hefrak. I did not want to have to deal with that time bomb. So let's go for the... I could go for the ally attack. I could try to strip all this stuff off. I'm just going to go for the ally attack. Yeah. So, at least we're rid of Sun Wukong. He's gone for good. And there goes my reviver. Do I got feared again. I've been feared 100% of the time. This is the worst. Alright. Didn't even get him to trigger that unkillable. That's rough. Could try for the crowd control. Not even sure. Here, let's do that. Still didn't trigger that unkillable. Yeah, we are dead. Just did not make it. So, good game, dude. Yeah, we'll use the ones from yesterday first. Seeing a lot of Leorius today. I'm wondering if I should pick him. He's not on my list of favorites, apparently. Oh, yes, he is. He's here. But I said I was going to pick Sun Wukong first, so that's what I'm going to do. And we're dealing with an enemy Rhodos. No problem. Maybe I want to go with UDK just to counter that Rhodos. Thinking about it. Yeah, why not? I'll do that instead of a Reviver. I'll still want Mighty Uko, so I will still have a Reviver. It is nice to have. Yeah, so I'll go with these two again. And there's a method to my ordering madness as well. I want the best polymorphs to be early in the ranking, but now I've got like 4 polymorphs, just in case he goes for any of those debuffs. And I might even let that be a thing. I don't know. I think the smart money is getting rid of Duchess. So I'm just going to get rid of Duchess. So we'll go for the... He's got the better speed aura. We'll go for him. I think I may have made a lapse in judgment here. It's going to come down to RNG again. But basically, Kymar can try to strip these. All kinds of chances to polymorph him, though. Or freeze, apparently. I'd actually quite forgotten about that. So we'll go for the... Oh man, that's rough. I really wanted to get a debuff on him so I could try to double tap Rhodos, but instead, got to try to stun him. Didn't even manage to stun him. Okay, well, we'll go for the area of effect. I gotta say, I did not show that Rhodos the respect that he deserved. Guess I should have eliminated him. You live and learn. I mean, then I would have been dealing with the Duchess instead. I guess what I was worried about is losing Fenax. And then just dealing with double revivers. It's a worry I can get rid of if I bring 2 revive blockers. Come on, game. Don't make me have to fill dead air every time this happens. I know there are opponents out there. I'm pretty sure this is a software issue and not a finding an opponent issue, because it always either finds somebody in the first 10 seconds or then it just doesn't. Maybe it's the first 20 seconds. Maybe even 30 seconds. Maybe I'm exaggerating. So, let's go again. I hope I'm not about to see that twice in a row. So we got Snow XO December 1980. Is that when you were born, Snow XO? That would make you a Capricorn. A Capricorn of the 80s. So I'm going to go with the Huge. So right now I'm wondering if he's going to go for the Helicath Ultimate Death Knight combo. Oh, Mithrala is another really good champion to combine here. So I'm going to want... I'm only seeing 1 Reviver. I'm almost certain to see Ultimate Death Knight, which is why I'm thinking I shouldn't take... Well, you know what? It's probably fine. I'm going to take Rhodos and Fenax, basically assuming this is going to be Ultimate Death Knight, and I'll just ban the Ultimate Death Knight. Like, that's right, Snow XO. I saw it. I knew you were going to do that. I was just like, I'll just ban him anyway. Doesn't mean I'm going to win. So, looks like I get the drop on... I'll go for Helicath first. Nice. Your Helicath has been deleted. Do I want to wait for one of the cleanses to show up? I don't know. This way we can at least try to take the stone skin. It didn't work. And this is why I like having a cleanser. But at the very least, get rid of her. She will presumably be back. No reviver. So how do I proceed? I guess I'll go with the stun if I can. I could probably even go with the sleep. And maybe we'll go with the weaken. And we just delete him. Still have to worry about getting killed off, but I think we've pretty much made it. So, please not a weak hit. Ooh, not a weak hit. I was expecting it to be one. This game has a bad habit of always screwing me on the random rolls. Although then again, I suppose 1 in 3 is pretty likely to happen. So we're dealing with Legion. We are Legion. Alright, I'll open with these two. Maybe this will be another opportunity to take Duchess? No, it won't. So I'll take Pythion. Or maybe I even want Arbiter. I don't know. I think we need more survivability this time. So I will go for Pythion. And... I'm almost certainly going to have to ban that Taras. Almost certainly. So I'm worried if I take Rhodos, that I'll then be stuck. You know what? I can live with this possibility. And I really gotta get on top of building that Narcisse, because that would be a proper counter. So go Fenax. I think we really have to get rid of the 6-star Awakened Taras. He's just gonna kill us otherwise. And we'll take the speed. So I may go for 15 fights today. I'm feeling the energy, you know? Even though I'm not coming off as particularly energetic. It's more zen. At least I'm not getting frustrated. This is a game that saps a lot of your time, and when you're trading your time for frustration, man, that's when you start to question your sanity. So let's see. Take out him. He's been deleted, and we survived the initial blitz. I want to try to take health now for maximum survivability. I would have loved it if he'd gone before me. Alas, that's not on the cards. I guess we have an opportunity to take out him too. So we delete him. It's really just down to this guy. And that does worry me. This could all end right here. Well, it mostly ended here, but it didn't entirely end here. So let's come in with a nice little sleep. Let's get our friends back in. At this point, we can trade the sleep for a stun. And I'm gonna go for you. Ooh. Yeah, this is over. Good game, my friend. Okay. Give me Sun Wukong. So he's got UDK. Well, we'll have to play by ear. I definitely want to go for my usual front line. So I'll take these three. So last I probably want another nuker and another reviver. So we'll go for, and you know what? This is kind of worrying. Marichka stays in, and I really want to get rid of the Rhodos because he's going to rip us to bits. So maybe I'll go for 2 revive blockers. I'm going to go for Phenax, and I'm going to go for Volcanon. Maybe that makes my plan obvious, that I plan on eliminating Rhodos. Definitely going to be Rhodos. I don't know how nukey that guy's going to be, but Volcanon can start to make short work of these guys. So we'll go with the speed. I think that probably helps us the most. We do kind of have to worry about getting frozen. Dorman do be like that. So they got a lot of stone skin. So let's see. Am I going to have the opportunity to ally attack? Will it work? Only one way to find out. Alright, cool. Cool. Maybe I can try to get rid of the stone skin. No such luck. Ultimate Death Knight comes in, and now at least we don't have to worry about that. Here's a nice little trick that I learned, guys. Because normally I'd probably do this to Sun Wukong, but I'm going to do this to the sheep. It actually lifts sheep, and I get my bonus. So let's metamorph. I'm going to go for a couple of stuns. And I could probably even just Actually, I'd have preferred it if one of them was still standing so I could revive block them. I guess I could just do it to her instead, though. So she gives it her all. Now I'm dealing with a full team again. It's not ideal. But at least we can try to get rid of this. And he's been sheeped. Awesome. Good game. I figure, you know what, Plarium? If Polymorph is just going to continue to be a completely broken thing, fine. You can't beat them, join them, right? It basically just means using debuffers is not a great idea. Or being too reliant on debuffers is not a great idea anyway. I'll still use Uko, because I just love the way he functions. But yeah, let's start with Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong goes very well with Volcanon too, because again, you got that sacrifice where you sacrifice somebody who could potentially come back. But it's even better to just take out one of your own sheeped guys. It's a great way to get rid of sheep. It's like a sheep cleanse built in there. So I don't know how many people know about that. And Plarium, please do not nerf that. Honestly, it's one of the things we need to nerf bleeding polymorph. So yeah, I definitely want to bring these two, just because if we're stuck with Warlord, I want champions that can kind of function. Warlord is maybe the bane of my existence. You've probably heard me go on about Warlord. I'm not going to go on too much about him anymore. I've accepted him as a force of nature. He's just there. RNGesus, please give me a Warlord so I can pick him first so that they can't. That would be another solve. So let me think. We probably want, like, maybe we could even go for a Mithrala just to have somebody else that isn't exactly hittable. But I don't know. Because Rhodos is good. He's good. I'm going to take 3 nukers. I'm going to take him. Maybe I'll just get rid of the Warlord. Oh, you're bringing Volcanon, eh? Cool. He could just wreak all kinds of havoc on us too. So you know what? I'm gonna ban him. I'm gonna ban him. I'm gonna go for the speed. My moves are gonna get shut down. I think that Warlord is still gonna be a little too much hate for us to deal with, but Rhodos does kind of have that free turn mechanic where we could maybe get it back. 25% chance we just kind of get it back. It's really going to come down to how this initial blitz goes. So we've still got 2 nukers standing. We've still got 1 nuker standing. Do I go for the area of effect, or do I go for the one big hit? Let's go for the big hit. Now, not enough damage. Dang it. So, everything's on cooldown now. She's just going to come in and take them out one at a time, eh? Alright, so, dude, at least get that decrease attack. No, can't even have that. This is another one of those games where just everything went wrong. Well, I could be stubborn. I mean, I suppose there's a remote chance, but it feels so remote, I'm not going to bother. Good game, Potter and Shinshibit. Yep. Got that name right. Got that name in one. So I got to come up with a team for the White King and the White Queen. I mean, obviously that's half the team right there. White King, White Queen. Okay. I gotta go with Sun Wukong. Yeah, you know what? Sun Wukong... Yes. The Sun Wukong. I'm just thinking, you go for Sun Wukong early, they start bringing their revive blockers. Or Rhonda. Now, speak of the devil, there's White King Narcisse. I'll go for these guys then. I probably just want to eliminate the White King. Another fun idea could be just to bring a second ally attacker, like Farrakhan the Fat. But again, it's too easy to block that strategy, right? I could bring two different ally attackers so that I have all kinds of chances to attack with Fenax, but then they just ban the Fenax. So I'd be outsmarting myself. So you know what I am not seeing here? I'm not seeing a cleanser, so I'm going to bring the Rat King, and I'm going to bring Fenax. And ban whatever this is. Unless this is not a cleanser. But if it's a cleanser, I think I'm going to assume... Yeah, it's a cleanser, so I'm just going to eliminate him. White King Narcisse is still going to be really hard to kill, though. Although if I keep Sun Wukong, even then, I guess I'm first going to be sheeping Ultimate Death Knight. So I'll lead with... He's going first anyway. Maybe I actually want the extra attack. Just for the best chance to be able to shatter through these champions, because they're going to be tough as hell. At least these two are going to be tough as hell. Of course, we may get lapped if we don't have enough speed. And that can also be a problem. So he goes for the increased attack, and she's going to do the... what? She's probably going to kill him. That's what she's for. She's a Sun Wukong counter. Ooh. Yeah, that is very hard. Alright, so we'll bring in the bombs. Man, don't know if that's going to be enough hate to actually kill off her. It's not. Killed by a counterattack. So I'm going to attack White King Narcisse on my next move, just because really got to make sure he goes down. So a little bit of extra damage there. Now, we probably still lose to UDK, just because he's going to be as tanky as hell. I mean, we can gradually get that cruelty going. We can start with this one. Oh, he's got a counter too, eh? At least we have the affinity advantage. So let's see. Can I land any more bombs? No. Just can't land any today. Well, nothing but the A1 left. I think we got it. So good game, Axis 0. Andrievski from the Heroes of Olympus. You gonna go with Sun Wukong today? Yes, you are. Good man. So I'm gonna go with these two. Oh no, another Taras, eh? Okay. Well, I think I maybe just want these two again. Could also go for Volcanon again. I'm fine with Rhodos. We'll make it work. And last but not least, I will go with Fenax. So, what do you guys think? Is Fenax like the ultimate badass or what? I think he's basically the ultimate badass. We gotta get rid of this guy. I'm worried about her too. She can come in with a block revive. And there's some really good synergy between her and the poisons that Mithrala can place. But this guy'd be impossible to kill with all the buffs that are going to be going up. So really, he's got to go. We can't leave him there. So I will lead with the... Am I going to need the accuracy or the resistance? Let's see how the resistance does. I suspect they're not going to be particularly resistant unless he's bringing a resist Duchess, in which case the resist aura or the accuracy aura probably still isn't enough. Wow, that's lots of stone skin. So we have to stay alive against them. So I guess my first gambit is, can I get rid of this stone skin now? Get rid of some of it. Of course, I'm still not going to be able to hit anybody except that Duchess. All right, well, let's get some of this healing off now. Let's try to Vitality Plunder. It's really going to come down to, can I manage to keep him above 50% health before she gets off her big nuke? And if the answer is no, well then I guess it's just over quickly. So come on, dude. Humph. Okay, well, now I tell you what. Now I'm just going to be patient. Because I know a big nuke is coming. So, I'll get them back up now. Alright, so let's go for the stun. Rhodos. Let's target her. And probably get petrified. Annoying. Well, Andreevsky, this is a really good fight. I gotta say, I am thoroughly enjoying this. I have no idea who's gonna win. And that's when you know you're having a good fight, when you got no idea. Like, which way is this going? I don't know. So my Rhodos getting a little more tanky. Getting more health by the minute. She can't actually knock him out with her block revive, so she had to go for that triple shot there. So let's just steal more health from her. So this fight is coming to a close one way or another. So go for your nuke. That's totally what you should do. Anyway, I think that's a good game. Whatever he does, it's gonna work. Or are you waiting for me to resign? Just do it, dude. Do it. So good game, Andreevsky. That was a good fight. Now I'm noticing I'm all the way up at 39.50. Only 50 points away from finally getting, I don't even remember his name anymore. You know, the new guy. So we got Icor. Alright, well, I'm going to start with these two. So how many mythicals do you have, Icor? Are you leading with your only one? Or are you just like made of mythicals? So we got Duchess, we got Rhodos. I'll go with... Don't want to try out... Because I'm seeing a Duchess and I'm expecting him to keep the... Okay, you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm just going to go with... I'm going to go with Fennex now. I'll probably just end with someone. I don't know. Maybe this guy. There's a lot of hate here. Sure. I'm going to go with this guy. I'm going to eliminate Rhodos because that +3 is scaring the bejesus out of me. Normally, I'd want to get rid of Harima, but I think it actually has to be the Rhodos. So we'll go with the speed from Volcanon. We might even get the first shot here. Because I think... Nope, we're not getting the first shot. I was going to say, I think I'm at about 308 speed on her. So let's see. Do I want to go for the ally attack, or do I want to strip? I think we just want to go for the strip. Because the increased defense on Harima is just going to be horrifyingly deadly. And I guess we gotta strip stuff again. Alright, let's go for this. We'll see if this gambit pays off. We'll try to stun just anybody we can stun. And let's go straight for the jugular. That's close. Dang. That did almost no overspill damage. I wonder why. So we'll once again try to come in, do some damage. Nah, I think that's it. Good game, Icor. Two fights left. And we'll call it a day. Because unless I'm mistaken, I think that's 15 fights, which is maybe more than I've ever done in a session before. Maybe part of the problem in the past is that sometimes I get too attached to the idea of winning a particular fight, so I just sort of stay in. I am not doing that anymore. Hopefully, the comps that I'm choosing kind of prohibit that. That basically, one way or another, somebody's just going down. And I think that's the way to set up your team. Nobody wants a long, drawn-out fight. So I probably want to eliminate. Like, ooh, and we're dealing with more Macabre too, eh? So maybe what I want to do is go with Rhodos and Phoenix. I think that's the way to go. And it's maybe most enticing to get rid of Mortu Macabre, but basically with Harima and these two, they have a silly amount of damage reduction. That's problematic. If I had White King Narses, that would of course just ignore all that stuff. Oh, and then there's finally the UDK. Okay, fine. That clinches it. I'm gonna eliminate the UDK, or the Mortu Macabre. And I mean, I think we're probably still going to lose, because there's just not a lot of sustain on this team. We have to hammer our way through Ultimate Death Knight. I think after Sun Wukong gets a turn, we can at least try to sheep him. So the ally attack is kind kind of pointless. So we'll just go for this. We'll try to get rid of some of the stone skin. Hey, look, we even got it off him. That's kind of perfect. I'm going to save the other strip move for after they put some buffs back up. Let's go straight for this one. Nope, weak hit. Of course it is. Alright, let's try to stun the deadlier ones. Can I maybe get a not weak hit this time? Nope, it's got to still be weak hits. You know, that's on me. Maybe I want to just stay in this form because of the crowd control it affords me. I don't know. I will switch to the ally attack form. Just knock her out. Maybe I want to place the block buffs. Nope. Got sheeped. How about this one? Is it going to be a weak hit again? No? Okay. I'm really hoping for some crowd control here. And we got a little bit of it. Cool. Sometimes Iron Jesus helps us. So let's try again. Finally. Got more of that crowd control. No, we don't. He cleansed it off. And now he doesn't have to deal with my Uko anymore. Well, let's keep trying to wear down that Ultimate Death Knight. That Ultimate Death Knight's doing work. That Harima's doing work. Is maybe just a little too tough to get through all that. I think this is it. Alright, well, let's see if we can stun all of them. Oh my god, we can. Cool. So what do I want to do? I guess we'll get rid of him. Then maybe I can get a good amount of health from someone. And I could actually... it's going to be a weak hit probably anyway. Let's just go straight for her. And... maybe we can sleep her. Maybe we can go for the stun again on her. I'm going to try to go for the sleep again. So we can drop her. We can try to get his health. Nope, it's a weak hit again. So we'll go for the stun. This is where... I mean, it's still going to get dicey, because, I mean, look at her health. She is so close to being dead. It is not funny. How much damage is this going to do? I also want to get rid of these strengthens, but you know what? Let's just go straight for this one. She can get rid of it anyway. And can he get rid of him again? No, not quite. Well, let's drop her again. I'm getting very tanky, though. Probably not tanky enough, though. Damn, well, good game, Joy Zoe. Well, this is the last one, which is good, because I'm out of water. I don't want to be losing my voice in the middle of an episode. Maybe this is going to be another one of those long-winded ones. So let's see. I mean, I've already talked about the alt account. I've already talked about what I want to do with this account to some extent. We got White King Narcisse. We got we do have Armands. I'm going for the fusion. I'm at about, I think, 200 epic fragments in now, which is halfway. There's 450 in the mix this time. I like that. I like it when they put 450 in the mix rather than just straight up 400 and you have to do absolutely everything. I attempt to do everything anyway whenever they do these fusions, because you never know when something's going to come up and you're not going to be able to do something, or you're going to pull a brain fart and you forget to do something. So do I want Sun Wukong for this last fight? Sure. Sure I do. Then we're going to go with these two. And so far I'm thinking, if I don't see a cleanser, I could bring a bomber again. I mean, maybe I could just go for these two now. Man, I really hate that combo. That's difficult to work around. So maybe I'll go for Duchess. I mean, I could even try to counter the deadliness coming from him with a Pythion, because then at least I have the type advantage. And then I could just bring Fenax. And this way I have 2 nukers, I have 2 revivers. There's pretty good balance in this. There's no revivers on his team, so really I just have to survive. So I'm thinking we'll get rid of Warlord. What about Foley? We worried about Foley? I am maybe a smidge worried about Foley. Because I think he's probably going to eliminate Fenax. Then I'm left with Sun Wukong. And if his moves are on cooldown, I'm kind of SOL. So you know what? I'm going to eliminate his speed lead. Oh, he eliminated Sun Wukong. That is interesting. That is not what I expected. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with the speed. So if I get to go first, which is dodgy. I mean, I don't know. I'm used to people having a warlord that goes at above 300 speed. But if I manage to go first, and almost everybody's behind stone skin, but this guy's not. So perfect. Let's take him out first. So he's been destroyed. His thing didn't work, and wow, good game. I was kind of hoping at least I'd get more into that, but you know what? That is what it is. So the battle log is going to be, I don't even know if everything's going to be on it anymore. So you want to know how many wins and losses this was? In the last 10, it was 5-5, but I don't remember what the first 5 were. But anyway, that's it. That's my episode. That's about all I got for you. As always, thanks for stopping by. Feel free to leave a like, a comment, you know, the usual stuff. You know how Facebook works. If you watched this whole thing all the way to here, you must have at least liked it. If you're not subscribed already, you know, I make videos every now and again. I'm going to try to make them as often as possible. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. See you soon.